Hey guys, we're at Brutal Assault at the beautiful Joseph of City Square with Sara and Alberto of Italian band Messa.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you guys for finding time for this interview.
Thank you for having us.
When I was writing to your tour manager and bass player Marco,
Yeah.
I told him I would really love to do it in this area, and he said we know this place very well and we approve the location.
Yeah.
So tell us
Absolutely.
please that for the start your experiences at these beautiful festival grounds.
Basically, we've been coming here as festival attendants since I think, I don't know, like more than 10 years ago for sure.
So, if we can pick top 3, top 2 from each one of you, best concerts you ever seen.
In here?
Yeah, Brutal Assault.
Oh, I just have one, which is Carcass.
Oh wow, nice.
And it was an amazing show. I've seen it multiple times. And they were amazing every time, but that show holds a special place in my heart, I would say.
The album that I discovered you guys was a live album, Roadburn.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful, amazing stuff. One of the things that I loved about the live album was the band's chemistry, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it today. How do you personally, guys, you believe you managed to build that band's chemistry?
We try to always do something different every gig. We are not one of those bands that plays from start to finish always the same stuff. And that of course helps building some bond between the musicians, because you really have to listen to the other guys.
Let's say an effort of 4 people trying to channel something and materializing some kind of musical creation. That's what I would like define. I mean, if you do share a lot of time together and play a lot, whether that is live music or just rehearsal room, you develop, a tight-knit kind of relationship with each other. And you always have to confront yourself, also with your limits. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 makes 5. It's the unity of all the 4 of us that makes Messa. That does not mean that we don't have to clash with each other or just say, oh, this is good, when you don't think it's good. Sometimes clashing with each other is what takes the song to the next level. I mean, there's some things that maybe he would love to put in a song, and I definitely wouldn't. And it's about, finding the right place for everything. And we listen a lot to each other. Even though we're all very stubborn, I think. But we make it work out in the end.
Just a matter of finding the right place to put the guitar solo.
On the studio version of 0 equals 2, I could feel a couple of moments where you felt at some points, positively brave. You're singing and you go down, the thing occasional back and forth. But if I understood, you were looking for that bravery for a while.
Let's say that, let's start from the beginning. Messa is my first attempt as a singer. When we recorded the first album, I had no idea on how to approach on this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it just happened. And the more I was able to play with them and to just do this, it kind of like, I had some confidence growing. Like I remember many times in the rehearsal room, we were trying some vocal lines and stuff, and I would say, no guys, I cannot do this. And he was like, dude, of course you can.
I remember the first gigs, maybe the first 4 or 5 gigs. Sara was singing backwards.
Yeah, I was giving my back to the audience because I was too shy.
What are some of the bands that you appreciate from, female-fronted bands, no matter the genre?
I actually don't like that term because it kind of narrows the whole thing.
I know.
And to me, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just a person doing music like everybody else, to be honest. And my genre doesn't define me.
Absolutely.
Then, after pointing this out, one band that really made a change for me is the Devil's Blood. Their work was so influential to me and I think for everybody in the band. And Farida Lemoushi's singing is just above anybody else. The emotions that she can convey with her vocals are absolutely insane, and she's one of my favorite vocalists of all time. To be honest, I really but I find a lot of a good emotional baggage on some other women's voices outside of metal, to be honest. I really like Billie Holiday.
You know that I love you, and what love endures.
She's one of my favorite singers of all time.
Ima Sumak?
Yeah, absolutely. She's a goddess. Her voice was inhuman. Come on.
Well, how many octaves were there? 6?
Yeah, I don't even remember how many. And her vocal control was absolutely insane.
Alberto, what were some of the most influential discoveries through travels, through studying, that you wanted to incorporate on Cloak's album?
Well, I'm really a big fan of flamenco music. And I went to southern Spain to study flamenco. But I really love all the African influence on flamenco.
Okay.
So we decided to put some of that into our stuff. So that's why we choose the oud. We decided to incorporate some Greek instrument as well.
I can feel you have the taste for melancholy. So in what way does it help you? What does melancholy has for you?
I think melancholy sometimes it's very useful. In the human range of emotions, you have to deal with it at a certain point. It's the famous blues word, you know. And if there is one way we can define the blues as being melancholic, a bit sad, I'd be like, oof. And that works very well with music.
For the almost final things, on the way here, we had a nice chat about the Balkan movie Black Cat, White Cat.
Yeah.
And it's the one you mentioned, it's the movie that's helping you to make you more optimistic, to
Yes.
pump you up.
It works
So
out.
please repeat that for our viewers. What's the thing that you love the most about this movie?
Well, the soundtrack is amazing. One thing that I really like, as I was telling you about this movie, together with the Big Lebowski, which is another completely different type of movie, but that's how I feel it. When you do watch it, like, even if your mood is super low and say you're in a negative state of mind, that works out because you kind of realize that in the end, you know, there could be so much worse happening.
A lot of strands to keep in my head, man.
Whoa! Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
I like your style, dude.
I have no choice but to tell these bums to do whatever is necessary to recover their money from you.
And it kind of helps you reevaluate all the emotions that you are feeling, and it's been helpful. Together with these type of movies, one of my comfort things when I'm feeling super low and there's some movies that I like to watch are old vintage horror movies.
I call upon you to witness my supreme triumph.
I love it. I love them so much.
You have to give me one recommendation. This thing is not for me. I never watched it.
Okay. It's very
Just
difficult, but one movie I would definitely go for, Simon, the King of the Witches.
All right.
And then there's many from Hammer, which was a British production.
A warlock with the Black Mass, the Witch's Coven, the curses, the terror, the fears.
There's so many. The Satanic Rites of Dracula.
All right.
The Mummy.
Go now. Go and destroy those who desecrated the tomb of our princess.
Oh, definitely. We'll have a chat on the way back. We'll take you to the press area. And for the last thing, guys, new music already being written. Some news that you would like to share?
Some stuff is cooking.
Cool.
But nothing really, not any direction really set.
We haven't thought about yet for a way to approach this new record that we will probably be doing. I mean, so far we don't have any like super stubborn ideas on it. So it's just gonna develop itself while all our four minds and guts come together and we meet in person and we dedicate our time to this newborn, I think.
So good luck with that when the time is right.
Thank you.
And thank you for finding time for the interview.
Thank you for your time.
I'm looking forward to seeing you live for the first time finally.
Thanks
Thank you,
a lot.
guys. Thank you. Grazie. Thank you. Grazie.